State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, for the top four seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the Arizona State Sun Devils. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Draw over the middle. It's Flanagan. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Now it's second down here. The back's got it. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Snags the quick throw. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on the football.
Or the defense showing their team speed on that play, flying around that receiver. He made the catch, but he didn't do a good job of securing the football, and the ball comes out.
First down here for this offense. On the run, it's Brown. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. We'll try to run it with the option. And now it's fumbled. What a decision. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. The pass rush closing in. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure works.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Arizona State offense comes back on the field. Well, the first job here, just hold on to the football. The last drive ended in that fumble. Powerful running here. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Important second down play coming up. And he drops back in the gun. Catch made on the out route. Breaks loose at the 45. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Grab behind the line. It's Flanagan. Finally stopped at the 4. Great catch and run.
That's tough for this defense. You give up the catch, but you also let the receiver break a tackle and get some yards afterward.
So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's first and goal. Here's the toss play now. Running to the right. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line. These are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Here we go, third and goal coming up. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On third and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. Intercepted in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They're going to run it here. They get him down, but that's a solid game.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. And he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
The back's got it again. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
They make the stop just short of the mark where it's getting fourth down and inches. Cardinals will come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. Fourth down completion to the left. Gets some space around the 30. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking for some space. It's Brown. That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Now here's the toss play. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there in team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Here's the second down play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Incompletion sets up a third down now for this offense. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Defense is coming after him. Could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker. And now a fourth down decision coming up.
Chris, the advantage there obviously was with the defense on third down and long.
And here comes the fake punt attempt. Looking to throw. And this is caught. Can he get to the sticks? He makes the catch, but he didn't make it. Tackled short of the first down.
What a bold call here by this head coach. I thought they might get it. It was a pretty good throw, but a nice job by the return team keeping him short of the first down.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He's found some room at the 45. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
First and 10 play coming up. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. He shreds the tackle. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking a snap, he turns it around, he flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction that where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes, play blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
The Sun Devils look to keep this drive moving.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another first and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. That's caught. It's Flanagan. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And the Sun Devils are in the red zone. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And he throws it away. A smart choice that time. But it will bring up third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Can he make it to the marker? And the Sun Devils pick up enough yardage to move the sticks.
Well, sometimes it's just a backyard brawl, right? I mean, it's third down and short. You trust your back in the line to be able to pick up the first down, and he literally pushes with everything he has, throwing a haymaker there at the finish of that play to pick up the first down.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it falls incomplete. Here we go. Third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. On third down, he drops to throw. He's got it right near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, ASU.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open the score. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
I love how this quarterback, Chris, is able to keep this play alive by scrambling away from that pressure, getting to his left, buying some time, just unable to connect it to his receiver downfield.
Takes a quick grab.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Oh, looks like the defense jumped offside there. If that's the case, this will be a first down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, that one's picked off. Did he take it all the way? Now the 40. Out past the 30. At the 10 now. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Sun Devils. And a pick six. A monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Here's the kickoff team now, set to move this one away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. First down, looking to throw the ball. Running out of time in the pocket. Who makes the grab? Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
And just like that, Chris, all of a sudden the offensive coordinator and the quarterback, they changed their approach. That's a big play. So instead of just maybe trying to get into field goal range, now they're really thinking they got a shot to maybe get the ball in the end zone.
And looking to throw now on first down. Not the accuracy we expect from this senior quarterback. He threw it behind the receiver.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really did give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Just gets it away, taking a shot. He launches too high, out of bounds, and incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
And the big play to start the drive, but now 2 incompletions. They face a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Hughes. Tackle made at the 26. Good enough for a first down. And the Cardinals looking to use the up-tempo offense here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw to the left. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Louisville.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Extra point try coming now. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get us top and preserve that momentum. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. It's a quick grab. Breaking free at midfield. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
That's reeled in. It's Flanagan. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks Maybe bring in the blitz. Anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a 2nd down now.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Makes a quick catch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State. So a quarterback who can escape and score like that, what a boost for this offense.
Yeah, quarterbacks like this who can scramble are so hard to defend because the defense is so caught up in coverage and defending the pass. By the time they realize what's happening, there's no chance of stopping him from scoring.
PHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Sun Devils will kick this away to get the 2nd half going. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. It's a quarterback keeper. And the game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
Well, there's just so many things happening on these read option plays, and they happen fast. This defense has done a good job of trying to prevent this quarterback from hitting the big play. He gets some yards here, but at least he didn't get out for a big gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. Looking for the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
I think the defense got fooled here. They thought that receiver was going to go deep downfield. He ends up curling back to the inside for a nice gain.
They'll try to run for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
On first down, it's play action. Looks to the left for a quick throw. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. The Cardinals pick up enough yardage for a first down. Caught behind the line. It's Anderson. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. And the Cardinals begin a new series here. 1st and 10. QB decides to keep it here. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Finally, the defense is able to come up with a play on this drive. Let's face it, this offense has been able to put things together. Quarterback's had a nice drive, but finally, great job of getting the pressure and getting after that quarterback.
And the field goal unit coming on the field now. Trying to connect from 40 yards out. And he knocks that one right through.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. 1st and 10 now for the offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And the quarterback dropping back. Lets it go as he's being hit. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Now, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
I like the call here. 3rd down and long. You know they're going to apply pressure. The screen game almost works, but you've got to complete the pass for your guy to have a chance to turn upfield. It's a missed opportunity there on 3rd down and long.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. Difficult to win games kicking field goals. To cut into this lead, they got to find the end zone. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Gonna run it. It's Brown. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. And they pick up the first on the ground. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Complete with the running back, but can he get there? Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Come to the line for second down and very short now. Takes the handoff on the counter play. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Cardinals. And the comeback is on.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And the two-point try is successful, making this just a 3-point lead. The kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. And it's incomplete and a very quick throw.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job with it on this play.
The gain moves the ball to the 34.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Hard running there, breaking tackles. Tackle after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the third quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Takes the handoff. It's Brown.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now third down coming up.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback.
They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to him about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision.
And he cannot escape the defense with a sack. But they bring the excellent outside linebacker off the edge, Kurt, for the sack that time.
Yeah, he's got great length and great speed. In a blitz like this, you just overwhelm the offensive line. They bring one more than they can handle up front. You can't account for everybody. The quarterback, all he could do is eat it.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Lets it go quickly. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Chris, what a call by this offensive coordinator. Fourth down, they elect to go for it, and they get the first down. Now you can continue to work that clock.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Finds an open target on the left side. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there.
How about that play call here, Chris? I mean, I'm thinking they're going to run the football and continue to work this clock. This gives you an idea how much confidence they have in their passing game and his quarterback being able to throw the football with the lead in the fourth quarter, completion, and you're able to keep that clock moving.
For the offense, a chance to extend the lead, but more importantly, milk the clock here late in the game. Here's the handoff on first and goal. And then make it into the end zone. Touchdown, ASU.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
And now they'll set up for the point after. Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Close to the tight end. And it's complete downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. He's hit as he throws it. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And they bring him down. Great play by the defense, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the play stands. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
To bring him down short of the marker, and now it's going to be fourth down. And that's the 2-minute warning for this offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. The offense already has one fourth down conversion. They do it for a second time. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Pressure is coming. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. And result is a sack and a turnover on down.
They bring him down after a short gain there. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Pressure coming, and they've got him again.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. He's running out of time here. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
Well, down late in this football game by more than a possession, they obviously had to go for this. They just couldn't come up with the execution.
Back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. They're in pretty good position. It's a two-possession game. Can they now put this game on ice? The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. With the catch, it's Brown. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year. And it's been great to see him in person today. Making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
And the Sun Devils looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. Well, it wasn't a flawless performance, Kirk. They looked pretty good out there today in a very satisfying W.
I think this group has a chance to do some really special things this year. They clearly have talent to be able to work with. And I've been impressed with how this head coach managed the game and led his team to a victory.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.